Hello and welcome to this review of Hartley V.S.O.P. Brandy. Alright, this is the first video review for this brandy in the world. I purchased this at Winn-Dixie. It was on sale $6.99 for this 750 milliliter bottle. Usually it's around $8.99. So I figured, oh well, I have a Winn-Dixie rewards card, I'll get it. You have to have that card. That's mainly so they can track your purchases and send you emails figuring you'll buy certain things. Anyway, you know how those store programs work. Brandy with natural flavors and caramel color added. Well, at least they're telling you that. For brandy, that is the preferred way, but it is not the required way. For whiskey, it must state if it has natural colors or flavors, but not with brandy. Okay. I did our video for the VS, and that I found was ghastly. It looks like the VS has been discontinued because all they're showing on their website now, the Sazerac website, is the V.S.O.P., which according to the United States Tax and Trade Bureau has to be aged in a cask at least 4 years. I heard some talk that they're going to up it to 6 years, but I've not seen that come into play yet. Now, interestingly, well, more information. 80 proof, bottled by Sazerac Company of Louisville, Kentucky. Bottled. Doesn't say distilled by. It says made with imported brandy, and then there's the Italian flag at the bottom. Made with. It doesn't say imported brandy, it just says made with it. Now, the old VS bottle did not have an indication of natural colors and flavors, and it did not say made with, it said imported brandy. So something has changed. There's a government warning. Toll-free number. There's a Sazerac toll-free number. All right. You notice this bottle looks familiar, right? Because it's the same bottle design they use for the Black Watch brandy and for the Weller whiskey brands and some other brands that I've seen around. So this is a common Sazerac shape bottle. I don't know what you call that shape, but you will see it. What do we know about Hartley? Not a lot. I did some research and found out that the trademark was acquired in 1943 by Barton Brands. And Barton Brands was bought by Sazerac, I think, in 2009. So it was an old Barton brand. Was it made in Italy back in 1943? What was happening in 1943 in Italy? World War II, the U.S. and British and other forces invading Italy, fighting the Italian government and the German government, German army. I'm pretty sure that would not have been the time to roll out Hartley brandy. But bizarre things do happen. More than likely it started in America and then they got some kind of deal with a brandy producer in Italy, and that's how that started. Yes, there is a big brandy industry in Italy and in Spain and of course in France and Germany and all around. In parts of the former Soviet Union as well, and as we all know, the United States. There's a code B17045, so I'm thinking the 45th day of 2017, B, Bardstown. That's Buffalo Trace Distillery. 1811 for, okay. I'm going to give you refund information, and then there's another code, which I don't know what that's about. All right. I did a review for the VS. There was a couple other guys that did a review for the VS, and the BS. Yeah, that's what they thought it was, BS. They didn't like it. They said, oh, this stuff's bad. They said, no wonder it was so cheap, and I thought the same thing. And I was very reluctant to get the VSOP. I wasn't going to pay $8.99, but when I saw it at Winn-Dixie yesterday for $6.99, I said, oh, well, how bad can it be? And it is popular in Louisiana, honestly. You see it all around. So somebody is liking it. And maybe they just like it because it's cheap. They may not really like it. I noticed it's a lighter amber. I did notice that with the VS. It's lighter than typical brandies. So it's like a pale amber. And this nice D'Amore glass. Very convenient reviewing glass that I use for so many things. Now, this is the description that Sazerac's given, okay? I wrote these notes. They're saying that it's smooth. They say the aroma is a fresh buttered rum cake. You know what, before I read the tasting notes, I'm going to taste it and see if what because I don't really remember all of that. I'm going to see if what I'm tasting is going to be similar to what they're describing. Come drink some. She won't. It's a strong aroma. I mean, I can smell it from here. It is stronger than maybe most brandies. They also have these other flavored brandies on the market. Peach, red berry, apple, honey, pineapple, and blackberry. And I see that all around. You go to the French Quarter in New Orleans and stop at that like huge liquor store, gift store on Royal Street, and they've got probably every flavor. And they have great prices there. I can't remember the name of it, but it's right the first block into the French Quarter on Royal Street. I've been there with Jean-Pierre, the Beer Ramble, and John Sharon with Zone 1. We both, at 2 different visits, went in there. Well, John and I went twice, and I'm going to have to revisit that place soon. Okay, nice alcohol eggs, the smell. It really is the buttered rum. I mean, that is accurate. Very accurate. Hey, Linda, doing a review. Cool it. Don't start those motors over there. They're still working on that riding lawnmower. That John Deere. They'll get it running. His nephew brought that over there. And the other guys, it was his first cousin, of course. Father and son over there. Strong alcohol notes, but no, let me retract that. It's moderately strong, pleasant. So everything so far is fine. The appearance, nice. A little different, but nice. The aroma, very nice. That buttered rum cake, no problem. You say, wow, $6.99, no problem. Now, everything broke down with the VS on the taste. Let's see about the taste. They're saying natural flavors, and it's reminding me of that Corbel XS, the one that I did an online review. I think that was with Tanya, and then also with the Brew Dude. That had spices like cinnamon in it. This tastes like it has cinnamon spice. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They must not add too much caramel color, but it might be clear without that, right? A lot of these alcohols are clear until they age them, and then the wood and all brings in the darker color or the caramel color. But it's too bad that big oak tree's blocking my sunlight. Well, just a generalized brandy flavor, some dried fruits. This is so common when I do these reviews. I mean, you just always say the same thing with beer. Oh, it's bread. Well, I mean, they have common flavors, okay? If you drink milk has common flavors. So this is the dried fruit, the dried flowers, the golly, that cinnamon. Oak, vanilla. They must age in an oak cask. Definitely vanilla. Some coconut, even cocoa powder of all things. Very faint, but it's there. I got to say this, it's a lot better than that VS. That thing was just... And that was only a 400 milliliter bottle? Or was it 200? I think it was 400 milliliter glass bottle. I bought that over there at Cheap Smokes. I still think they have some of those over there because they keep stuff forever. But they jack their prices way up. So I'm like, I don't need y'all. They must have watched my video when I talked about getting that Beams 8-star 375 milliliter bottle for $1.89. I went in there the other day. It's $5.99. I was like, and that's right where it's going to stay, on the shelf, and no one's going to buy it. I think they're testing sirens at the sheriff's department over the tracks. I'm very pleased because I was expecting another nightmare in a bottle, like the Hartley. I'm always referencing the Hartley V.S. Oh, that stuff was wretched, terrible. It's a good baseline, though, for badness. But this is not going to be a baseline for badness because it's enjoyable. You know, and I did that very shocking taste challenge where I did the, I mean, it was very shocking. Troubling in some ways. I did the Hennessy V.S.O.P. Privilege, a thing that's been on the market since 1817, and I did it versus the Ansac V.S., just regular old V.S. Brandy. Cognac brandy from, introduced 1847, both from Cognac, France, you know, but I thought, you know, the Privilege is going to kill it. And I'm tasting them and I'm saying, oh, this is no contest. This one here is all these things, and this other one has this weird turned fruit, almost like a rotted fruit garbage smell. Oh, I mean, it's so clear. It's such a clear contest, and it was clear. And I redid it during the video shoot, and then I checked the bottom of the little snifter glasses, those little tiny sample glasses, and I was shocked that I had picked the Ansac as being the better one. And that's a $15 bottle, regular size bottle, compared to a $35 bottle for the Hennessy. So, I mean, you don't know until you taste it. I could judge this on this. I could go to Winn-Dixie and see it on the shelf or Rouse's and say, it's trash. Mathern's doesn't sell it. But until I try it, that's all I'm doing. I'm making a presumption. I don't know. Now I'm trying it. It's not bad. It's not trash. Okay? It's. They must have tasted it, you know. Those people at Sazerac over there on at their huge facility, which I drove by the other day on Jefferson Highway, U.S. Highway 90 in Jefferson, Louisiana. That's their production area, or their warehouse shipping area. Their headquarters, their offices are on Causeway Boulevard, but it's all in Jefferson Parish. But they might have been tasting it in there and said, nah, this stuff's trash, man. Let's jump up the game a little bit. Maybe their sales were falling off, and then they came out with V.S.O.P. And they do have point-of-sale advertisement now. You say, not for this. Yeah, you go in some liquor stores, and I say liquor stores. In Louisiana, really, it's not liquor stores. It's convenience stores, gas stations, and grocery stores. There's really no true liquor stores, except for a handful of them in this state. There are some, like Cuban on Louisiana Highway 427 in Baton Rouge, Perkins Road. But there aren't many. It's not great. It's not Hennessy Black, which we just adored that. It's not E&J V.S.O.P. or XO even. That's really fine. But it is good. I mean, it holds its own. It's like a great value for $6.99, honestly. If you see it for $8.99, I would recommend it. Now, they're saying, let's see, Asian pear. I've never had an Asian pear. I've had pears. Yeah, I could see that. Orange peel. Oh, yes. I was almost going to say like a marmalade type thing, orange peel, and juicy apricots. Ooh, how many times in my life have I eaten apricots? Enough times, I guess. Yeah. And then they kind of have a mistake in their grammar there. It says, these three things, comma, and juicy apricots drizzle with vanilla. They mean to write drizzled, ED, drizzled with vanilla, accentuated by tart alcohol. I didn't know alcohol could be tart. But definitely all those things and what I said. So, if I'm going to get shocked, I'd rather be shocked in the positive, right? Like this, for instance, this case. It's going to be a real pleasure to drink it. It's so much better than that Hartley VS. And I drank the whole bottle, so I kept saying every time I would pour a little bit to try to drink it down. And I got some water on my glasses. I was saying, oh, I'll make it though, I'll make it. This one will be enjoyable. I'm going to put it in the rotation for taste challenges. I think it can do. I mean, it's flavored, okay, so. But I guess that's not a detriment this day and age. Everything's flavored, right? People say, Jim Beam, you like the honey? Or the, and all that. I said, I don't really drink that kind of stuff, you know. Or the beer. Everybody wants to get those Seagrams and the Smirnoff beers, you know, those flavored beers. And that's like a major thing. And the Bud Light Lime-A-Ritas. And the Peach-A-Rita. A lady was asking me about Peach-A-Rita yesterday. I'm not into it, but hey, for something that's comparable to the Corbel XS, it's fine. I mean, I'm going to wrap this up. I've been going long, but it's really... Here comes the mail, United States Postal Service. So I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching this video production. I'd rather drag it out and think about it other than just rush through it. Thanks. Enjoy your weekend, your week.